The Fire Station Field Trip. Once upon a time in a small town, there was an enthusiastic school class that had been eagerly anticipating a very special field trip. They were going to visit the local fire station. The children were bubbling with excitement because they were huge fans of fire trucks and the brave firefighters who rode them. As the day of the field trip arrived, the children gathered outside their school, all wearing matching bright red shirts with a fire truck design. They chatted animatedly about the upcoming adventure, their faces beaming with anticipation. The sun shone brightly in the sky, as if to bless their journey. The school bus soon pulled up in front of the school, and the children hurriedly boarded, their giggles and laughter filling the air. They chattered away, wondering what they might see at the fire station and if they'd get to sit in a real fire truck. When they arrived at the fire station, their eyes widened with wonder. They were greeted by a friendly firefighter named Captain Bob. Captain Bob had a bushy mustache and a warm smile that made the kids feel at ease. He was the perfect guide for their adventure. Captain Bob began the tour by showing the children around the firehouse. They saw rows of big, shiny fire trucks, each one painted in a vibrant shade of red. The trucks had all sorts of compartments filled with equipment and hoses, and the kids couldn't believe how enormous and powerful they looked. The children listened with rapt attention as Captain Bob explained the various tools and equipment that firefighters use to battle flames and save lives. They saw shiny helmets, sturdy boots, and thick coats that the firefighters wore to protect themselves from the heat and danger of fires. Captain Bob emphasized that firefighters had to be very brave and strong, as they often had to face dangerous situations to keep people safe. The kids nodded, their eyes filled with admiration for these fearless heroes. After the tour of the firehouse, it was time for some hands-on fun. The children got to try on some of the firefighter gear. They eagerly donned heavy helmets and boots that clunked with every step. They even got to hold a real fire hose, their eyes sparkling with excitement. With great enthusiasm, Captain Bob demonstrated how to use the fire hose to put out a fire. He sprayed a small stream of water at a target, and the kids were awestruck by the force and power of the rushing water. They couldn't believe that something so simple could be used to fight fires. Once they had all taken their turns wielding the fire hose, Captain Bob led them to the training room. Here, the children watched in amazement as the firefighters practiced various life-saving maneuvers. They saw firefighters climbing ladders with agility, rescuing imaginary people from burning buildings, and extinguishing blazing fires with precision and teamwork. The kids were thoroughly impressed by the firefighters' skills and bravery. As the field trip drew to a close, Captain Bob had a surprise for the children. He gave each of them a small, shiny fire hat to take home as a memento. The children were overjoyed, and they couldn't wait to show off their new hats to their parents and friends. Now it was time for the funny part of the story. Among the children, there was a little boy named Billy. Billy was known for his endless curiosity, and he loved to ask questions. During the tour, Billy couldn't help but wonder why firefighters wore such big, heavy boots. His hand shot up into the air, and with a quizzical expression, he asked, "Captain Bob, why do firefighters wear such big, heavy boots?" Captain Bob smiled at Billy's curiosity and explained, "Well, Billy, those boots protect our feet from sharp objects and hot surfaces when we're battling fires." Billy pondered this for a moment, his brow furrowed in thought. Then he grinned mischievously and said, "But what if the fire is so hot that it melts the boots?" The whole group burst into laughter, including Captain Bob. Chuckling, Captain Bob replied, "Well, Billy, in that case, the firefighters would have to hop really fast to keep their feet safe." Billy joined in the laughter and said with determination, "I think I could be a pretty good fire hopper." With the amusing question answered, it was time to delve into the informative part of the story. Captain Bob took a moment to teach the children about the vital role of firefighters in their community. He emphasized how they were responsible for fighting fires, rescuing people from perilous situations, and providing essential emergency medical care. Captain Bob explained that firefighters had to be both brave and strong because they frequently faced dangerous situations to keep everyone safe. He stressed that their skills and knowledge were crucial, as they had to be proficient in using a variety of tools and equipment to perform their duties. Firefighters were more than just heroes. They were also protectors of homes and businesses. They worked tirelessly to ensure that communities remained safe from the devastating effects of fires. As the children absorbed these important lessons, they felt a deep sense of respect and gratitude for firefighters. The seeds of admiration and inspiration were sown in their young hearts. Finally, it was time for the story's heartwarming ending. The children had experienced a day they would never forget at the fire station. They had learned so much about the courageous firefighters and their vital work, and they had also had a ton of fun in the process. As the children prepared to leave, they gathered around Captain Bob to express their thanks. They showered him with heartfelt gratitude for the enlightening tour. Many of them shared their aspirations of becoming firefighters when they grew up. Captain Bob's eyes twinkled with pride as he looked at the eager faces of the children. He said, with a warm smile, "I'm so glad you enjoyed the tour, and I'm thrilled to hear that you want to be firefighters when you grow up. Being a firefighter is a wonderful job, and it's a tremendously rewarding way to serve your community." The children's hearts swelled with determination and inspiration. They waved goodbye to Captain Bob, boarded the school bus, and headed back to their homes. The kids couldn't wait to share their incredible adventure with their parents, siblings, and friends. They felt an immense sense of pride, knowing that they had taken a step closer to their dreams of becoming brave firefighters one day.